Hisuian Zoroark is an interesting Pokemon to say the least. With an incredible normal ghost defensive typing, a decent speed tier at 110, good offensive tools, and the incredibly useful ability Illusion, letting it pretend to be other Pokemon that it's not, it's a very unique Pokemon that has a high skill ceiling in terms of usage. An unskilled Hisuian Zoroark player will not be able to use the Pokemon to its full potential, and many people reasonably will not want to put in the time to learn how to use this Pokemon, though its niche cannot be understated. LOKIX is another interesting Pokemon. While this Mon was designed as a Route 1 bug type and was never intended to have much of a role in competitive play, the unique combination of Tinted Lens and Stab First Impression has given this Pokemon a certain niche on OU team styles and a comfortable home in the UU tier. Holding it back is its unfortunate speed tier, resting at 92, causing it to underspeed certain threats such as Manaphy and Ogerpon, but crucially outspeeding things like Great Tusk and Kingambit, the latter of which can't hit it very hard with priority thanks to LOKIX's Dark type and causing it to resist Sucker Punch. But why am I talking about these two seemingly unrelated Pokemon at the beginning of this video? Well, Smogon player and friend of mine N trademarked Zoroark Stan recently made this post on the Smogon forums, releasing their brand new balance team featuring a core of Hisuian Zoroark, LOKIX, and Corviknight. Today, I will be breaking down this team, looking at the Pokemon choices listed on the Smogon forum post, and then laddering with the team to experiment it and see if N was truly cooking, or if they really are the madman they call them. Before getting into it, however, I would like to remind all of you that the first Contrarian Mons post-DLC 1 tournament is starting soon in this Discord server linked in the description. Contrarian Mons is an OM where Pokemon are only allowed to use attacks with their lower attacking stat, meaning that Greninja is physical, Palafin is special, and Iron Valiant and Dragapult are banned. There are, of course, other rules, but if you wish to experience this metagame for yourself, I would love to see you there. All hail the glorious chairman. Thank you. This team, unsurprisingly, revolves a lot around using Zoroark's illusion ability to bluff Pokemon, luring out key threats such as Goldengo and taking them out with an unexpected Shadow Ball. Luring Goldengo helps to keep hazards off the field, preventing the opponent from limiting LOKIX's ability to switch in, do enormous damage with First Impression, and switch out. N describes Zoroark as similar to Advanced Magneton, being deadweight in certain matchups but thriving in others. For example, akin to the Goldengo example from earlier, Zoroark is also able to disguise itself as LOKIX and hit First Impression's few reliable checks, such as the annoying Zapdos and Moltres, ignoring their contact abilities and nailing them with Shadow Ball. They also mention here that U-turn is present on all 6 members of this team, an interesting choice that allows any Pokemon on the field to react to an opponent's switch or attack and act accordingly. Corviknight is a key Pokemon in this core that many players using it seem to forget. While as hazard removal it's food for Goldengo, this core covers that issue very well and allows Corviknight's outstanding attributes against the rest of the meta to shine through. Reliable recovery and roost along with Rocky Helmet means it loves U-turn, both its own slow pivot and the opponent's, and it's an incredibly useful mon to switch in on great portions of the metagame, taking little damage from physical threats and often punishing them with Rocky Helmet. Ogerpon Wellspring is the next Pokemon on this team, and it serves to cover the rest of the team's weaknesses to water types, as well as being a check to Walking Wake's Sun alongside Gliscor's Protect. This variant carries Encore, an odd pick but a useful one, letting it lock setup sweepers into their moves, neutralizing them for a few turns for something like LOKIX to apply pressure, as well as counter Terastallization on opponents such as Gliscor, who may use Protect to gain extra poison heal recovery. It also provides an option to avoid contact with Pokemon such as the aforementioned Zapdos and Moltres, as well as other Corviknight, using this very useful Ivy Cudgel move. Gliscor is a Pokemon that needs no introduction. With its incredible bulk, insane tools such as Spikes, Toxic, Earthquake, Sword Stance, and the famous Poison Heal, it's an incredible add to any team, especially this one where it gets to use U-turn so well. At the time this video is being recorded, the Gliscor suspect test is still going on, and by the time it releases, the Pokemon may very well be banned today, but there are likely many options to replace it, though you may lose many of Gliscor's tools in doing so. And now we have the centerpiece of the team. LOKIX is an incredibly powerful mon, with its choice-banded, tinted lens First Impression doing huge damage to large chunks of the metagame. It will often also be Terra Bug, considering the fact that the rest of its team has little need for Terastallization. I cannot understate how insane this Pokemon's power is, dealing a solid 50% to the quad resists Iron Valiant and Iron Moth. Its nature is adamant, and it doesn't need the speed of Jolly to outpace most of what it needs to, and it carries U-turn along with Knockoff to punish the switches that First Impression forces. Overall, the pressure that LOKIX provides cannot be understated. LOKIX lacks consistent speed, however, which is what the final team member Sneasler provides. Its great speed control with its Choice Scarf, outpacing key threats such as Enamorus and Iron Valiant, hitting them hard with a super effective Dire Claw. It also carries Switcheroo, letting it permanently cripple defensive walls and setup sweepers such as Garganacl and Kingambit in matchups where its speed is no longer needed. It helps to hold the team together and is overall a great mon. It also bakes cookies weekly for the other members of the team, which is most of the reason why it's here in the first place. Now, I will be laddering with the team to see just how good it is. full Pokepaste will be linked in the description, alongside the original post where N details every nuance of this team. Alright, we've ran into a Glimmer Gold team, which is exactly the kind of team that I'm trying to find on here. This is an excellent time to showcase bluffing Corviknight. So let's click Earthquake here. Into Ogerpon Wellspring, okay. And they will likely be predicting a switch or attacking into Corviknight. Maybe Cudgel is going to do 4 times that damage, but that still isn't very much. We get into Corviknight, they click Encore, which fails. And now we can safely U-turn out. Back into Gliscor, and we can Earthquake again, and prevent Glimmer from getting up any of those yucky hazards. Very, very nice. Well, okay, it gets up Spikes. That does let us bluff Zoroark very well, though. Let's just go back to Corviknight. Let's U-turn on Cudgel, which does do a lot of damage. And then we can pretend to go right back into Glyce. Oh, no. Never mind. Okay, well, there's a speed tie in play at least, and if they're stupid, they will think that I'm actually Gliscor. I will quick Shadow Ball, I will win the speed tie, and I will eliminate the Ogerpon. King Gambit will come out. And here I could click Focus Blast, but Sucker Punch is very scary. I could Terrastalize. I do have speed. I think Terrastalizing is a good option here. They do not click Sucker Punch, but it was a good way to be sure. Namorous comes out, and Moonblast is likely to do very big damage here. I will go Gliscor. They Terra Fairy, they Moonblast to ensure the KO. Now I will Protect on another Moonblast, and U-turn just to get a safe switch into Sneasler, who will remove the Toxic Spikes and retaliate with a Dire Claw. Or a U-turn. Gholdengo could very well be a threat. It does not switch in, and the Enamorous falls. Sneasler is now confirmed Scarf to be outspeeding Choice Scarf Enamorous. Air Balloon Gholdengo has hit the field, which could be a bit of an issue. Zoroark is in the back and will be bluffing Ogerpon if it comes out. I don't think Gliscor provides very much utility for the rest of this game, so let's just sacrifice it to Make It Rain. We'll get in... They may... This is a tough one. Let's get in Sneasler and let's U-turn to get rid of the balloon. They may simply quick Nasty Plot here. They quick Psyshock into Zoroark. However, Shadow Ball does threaten an Oko in return. With a high chance. Unfortunately, we do not get that chance. I click Make It Rain. But Ogre Pawn U-turn will be able to snag the KO. And now the only thing left is Zamazenta when they've already used their Terra. So Sneasor's Dire Claw or Switcheroo will be a very good option here. I think we should Switcheroo first. I will walk them into substitutes, and the game is over. Very good. I think that was a good showcase of Zoroark's potential. Let's queue up for another game. See if we can get anything good going. We have run into Hisuian Arcanine on the ladder. And Hatterene. Hatterene is interesting. I think a decent lead here could be Sneasler. It's able to scout for many things. Ogre Pawn is also a decent option to deter Gliscor and Arcanine Hisui. I think we should lead Ogre Pawn. And then have LOKIX in the back so that we can pretend to be it. Corviknight lead. That is fine. Let's go to Gliscor. And proc our Toxic Orb. Brave Bird comes out. It does not do much, though. I'm gonna go to my own Corviknight on U-turn. Get that helmet ship, very nice. And Arcanine Hisui has hit the field. This Mon does provide a big issue for my entire team. However, Terra Dragon Corviknight does live Flare Blitz very well. It at least lives one Head Smash, can do big damage with Body Press, and can also roost off damage. I think I should click Roost just to be safe. Flare Blitz it is. Now we can use Body Press. Terra Dragon Corviknight could be an issue against Dragapult, but we do luckily have other Mons. Yes, U-turn was probably the better option to click there, now that I think of it. However, there is no however, everything on my team gets O-code. Okay. This is a situation for sure. Terra Dragon on Corviknight may not have been the best option long term, but this team has many hard hitters. And I wanted to preserve my physical wall, my Rocky Helmet. This could also just be Dragon Darts, actually. If it's Choice Banded, Dragon Darts does still kill. However, Gliscor does have the best chance on this team of winning a Draco Meteor. It is Thunder Wave. They are stupid. Okay. Let's barf up rocks and click Hex, which I should have gathered from the name. Let's quick Protect. Now let's go to... perhaps Zoroark is the best option. However, that would reveal that LOKIX is being bluffed, so perhaps it is not the best option. However, it does also actually secure the kill. I think since they outspeed, they might just Thunder Wave again. So we should switch back to Gliscor. They click Protect. Let's U-turn. Or let's protect, actually, to get more recovery. And then U-turn to safely get an Amon that can actually do something against this. They withdraw into Hatterene. Hatterene will likely start setting up Calm Mines, which is very annoying. Dire Claw Sneasler could potentially do something. A quick Psyshock, immediately killing Sneasler. That was a good read on their part. We cannot terrestrialize LOKIX anymore. This has definitely become an issue. We can bluff LOKIX. Let's quick Shadow Ball. This is a good option that will remove Hatterene from the game, effective immediately, which I think is quite good. I'll quick U-turn against this. And go to Ogre Pond. Quick Knockoff, which does not do anything. I will quick Encore. And Encore it into Knockoff. Which will let me Horn Reach, actually, on the Terrestrialization to get back some HP, which is very, very useful. Dragapult will come out. And since I know this is a very unserious Dragapult set, I can simply go back to Gliscor on the Thunder Wave, yes. And I can quick Earthquake. We'll reveal me using Earthquake, okay. I can U-turn here, though, as Corviknight comes out. It's not Rocky Helmet, which is good to note. But what can we really do against this without being punished? Zoroark will now have to reveal its left... Oh, the quick Defog, simply getting rid of the rocks, which is not much of an issue. King Gambit comes out. And Sucker Punch may be imminent. But I prefer to make an aggressive play and predict that they think I am Specs, which is still far more popular. I have failed. This is an issue. Let's see. LOKIX hits the field, and once again Terra Bug would be very, very good to have here. Unfortunately, I have to risk an Axe Kick and to switch back into Dragapult to stuff that out. Luckily, they switched back into Corviknight instead, taking big damage and forcing them to make a play, allowing me to... What do I really do here? I can go into my own Corviknight, that'll punish U-turn, or... Nope, they just roost. Well, this game has shown that the team is not simply everything that Ed hyped it up to be. Although actually, hold on. First Impression has a very good chance to kill. It instead kills Dragapult, which is actually very useful because now it cannot threaten some of my more important mons, such as Gliscor with Hex, or my faster Pokemon with Thunder Wave. Let's go to Gliscor, absorb anything they might throw at us, unless it's Stealth Rock, of course. But now they can't get rid of my Stealth Rock without getting rid of their own. I will U-turn here. which will get in my own Corviknight. Brave Bird does come out. It can body press here though, which will be super effective with a quick roost, yes. The critical hit is very good. I will body press again because it is strong. And I have no resists. Gliscor comes out. I'm gonna roost though. A quick knockoff, which does remove Rocky Helmet. Now I will quick defog. Quick Earthquake, but it is not super effective anymore. Now I will U-turn out into Ogerpon. I will click Encore. No, Corviknight comes out. I'm gonna click Ivy Cudgel for big damage. Unfortunately, it does not kill. I will Encore you into Roost, though. And now I will U-turn. I'm gonna either get in Corviknight or my own Gliscor to get up my own rocks. Knockoff will not do anything to me, for I am too powerful. We'll click Earthquake, U-turn into most likely Corviknight. Or we're gonna give up Arcanine. And they have used their Terrestrialization, so I don't know what their plan is here. Just a quick Kowtow Cleave and not really do much of anything. Sucker Punch does not kill. They have simply given up their two best offensive mons. And their only option here is to PP stall against a team with Ogerpon into Terra Water Gliscor and LOKIX. We may be here for a while. Okay, I'm gonna U-turn here. Getting Corviknight. A Brave Bird. They won't kill though. Let's click a Roost. Very good. Now, let's click Roost again, because why not? We're at 4 Roost PP, they are also at 4 Roost PP. And I believe we can do more damage to them than they can do to us. Unfortunately, Gliscor is still an issue. Let's get in Ogerpon. And Ivy Cudgel could be decent on the Switch. However, they just U-turn. Very much limiting Ogerpon's usability. Let's get damage. And then what? I think it may be time for the PP stall war. Let's knock off Corviknight. Do good damage. Because LOKIX isn't exactly doing a whole lot of damage into these guys. It still isn't doing much with First Impression into Gliscor. However, Brave Bird will simply... It will simply kill Corviknights and cause them to forfeit, giving me a very nice game and lots of content. This video is probably going to be like super long, but if you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. It's like a 2-game Showdown live at the end of my analysis video. But, yeah, I think it was a lot of fun. I think this team has merit, and if Gliscor is banned by the time you're watching this, then, you know, just like let me know in the comments that this team doesn't exactly work anymore. But the core still does, so if you would like to tag it on to other teams, then that'd be pretty nice. But, for now... Oh, also, let me know in the comments how you like my new, slower, kind of Jimothy Cool-esque commentary style. I think it's kind of nice. I like it a little more. It helps with editing, and I think it helps my voice come through a little clearer. Oh, and also play Contrarian mods. That's in the description. I've rambled on for too long. This is Shoot Kabow. Over and out.